Good evening, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter from Physics 2, that is electrostatics. So this is the most important chapter as for CET, JEE and NEET point of view. In the earlier syllabus, only few points were there in the electrostatics chapter, but from the new syllabus, many points have been added in this chapter so that this chapter becomes more knowledgeable chapter. इतके पॉइंट्स या चॅप्टर मध्ये आपण आता ऍड केले आहेत सिलेबसला. त्यामुळे हा चॅप्टर आता खूप कंपेअर टू द ओल्ड सिलेबस दिस इज व्हेरी नॉलेजेबल चॅप्टर. सो लेट अस स्टार्ट विथ दिस इलेक्ट्रोस्टॅटिक्स चॅप्टर. In the 11th standard you have studied lines of force, properties of lines of force and Gauss theorem. हे आपण 11th स्टँडर्डला बघितलेलं आहे. आता आपण काय करायचं आहे, गॉस थेरमच्या पुढचा पार्ट त्याचे ॲप्लिकेशन्स काय आहेत आणि त्याच्या पुढचा पार्ट हा ह्या चॅप्टरमध्ये आपण डिस्कस करायचा आहे. पुढचे पॉईंट म्हणजे काय, ॲप्लिकेशन्स ऑफ गॉस थेरम, देन हाऊ द कॅपॅसिटी ऑफ पॅरलल प्लेट कॅपॅसिटर आफ्टर पुटिंग डायलेक्ट्रिक कॉन्स्टंट और विदाउट डायलेक्ट्रिक कॉन्स्टंट त्याची व्हॅल्यू कशी व्हॅल्यू होत असते, पोटेन्शियल इक्विपोटेन्शियल सरफेसेस वरती चार्ज कसा ट्रान्सफर होऊ शकतो, टोटल वर्क त्याचं झिरो कसं असू शकतं, पोटेन्शियल एनर्जी फॉर दी चार्जेस ही कशी कॅल्क्युलेट केली जाते, सिरीज कॉम्बिनेशन, पॅरलल कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ द कॅपॅसिटर्स ते पण बघणार आहे. देन आफ्टर विल सी द Van de Graaff generator. So this is very important chapter because all the concepts are based upon the mathematical steps and imaginations, but that imaginations always feels like a real concepts. I think you have seen the mobile. Everyone is having mobile. आपण म्हणतो रेंज नाही, मोबाईलला रेंज नाही, त्याचा अर्थ काय, मोबाईलला रेंज नाही असं ते टावर पकडत नाही असं नसतं. देर इज नो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड अराउंड, देर इज नो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड रिचिंग टू द फील्ड, रिचिंग टू द मोबाईल, देर इज नो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड रिचिंग टू द मोबाईल टू vibrate the charge, and when the charge is not set to vibrate you will not get any range from that particular tower. So what is that electric field, that we'll see. So before that we will see the basic concept about the contact forces and non-contact forces. Contact, if one object, there is another object, force of opposition between the surfaces of two bodies, याचा लोअर सरफेस आणि याचा अपर सरफेस, या दोघांच्या मध्ये काय आहे, फोर्स ऑफ अपोजिशन. तो कुठला आहे, फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन. So this frictional force existed only when two bodies are in contact with each other. I want to push this body, I should apply some force, then this body under motion. So the force is produced when two bodies are in contact. It is said to be a contact force. You are very familiar with this force. And non-contact force also you know, Coulombian force of attraction. So without getting in or without getting contact to each other, they are exerting force, that is the gravitational force. Gravitational force of attraction between earth and sun. Can sun and earth are touching to each other? If it happens, then the world could be in a big trouble. So that is just a part of joke. Force of attraction between sun and earth without any contact between the two bodies, that force is said to be non-contact force. Force of attraction between electron and positively charged nucleus. Force of attraction between electron and positively charged nucleus, it is non-contact force. So even they are not in touch with each other, two bodies are not in touch with each other, they are exerting force. So such type of forces are called as the non-contact forces. So contact forces and non-contact forces. So the same force, that is the Coulomb's law, in which two charges experiences force of attraction between them by using the formula. That formula is very much familiar to you, 1/4π0 q1 q2 upon r square. So before that, Faraday put forth one concept regarding the electric field. So what is that electric field as per Faraday concept? Faraday put forth the idea for the electric field. Electric field. Suppose any charge here. Every charge has its own field of attraction. Any charge has its own field of attraction. Okay? I can take another base charge here. Can this charge experiences any force due to this one? No. If I place this charge here, can this charge experiences any force due to this one? No. If I place this charge here, of course this charge experiences force due to this charge. So how to define electric field of this charge? Electric field of the charge is defined as force experience per unit charge. या चार्ज में किती फोर्स ऍक्ट होतो याच्यावर फोर्स एक्सपीरियंस पर युनिट चार्ज इज कॉल्ड एज इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ऑफ दैट चार्ज. ओके, सो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ऑफ दैट चार्ज always measured in a Newton per coulomb. So keep in mind the unit for electric field always said to be a Newton per coulomb. ओके, आपण बघतोय मोबाईलला रेंज आहे म्हणजे आपण इझिली कोणाला कॉल करू शकतो, इझिली कोणाला कॉल येऊ शकतो, इझिली वी कॅन ॲक्सेस टू द इंटरनेट. मोबाईल इन द रेंज मीन्स व्हॉट? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज नॉट रिचिंग टू मोबाईल मीन्स आवर मोबाईल हॅविंग चार्जिंग. आपण म्हणतो चार्जिंग आहे 100% आहे. चार्जिंग आहे म्हणजेच काय? सम चार्जेस आर प्रेझेंट इन द बॅटरी. हू कॅन व्हायब्रेट दिस चार्जेस? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड व्हायब्रेट बिकॉज फोर्स ड्यू टू इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. How much force acting on the charges? चार्ज आहे E, त्याच्या अराउंड असणारी इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड E. So this much force is acting on the charge for the vibration of the charge. And when the charge is vibrate, your mobile working means you can easily call, you can easily get the call, or you can easily access the internet. Means if your mobile phone comes under the electric field of the network, then charge transfer and it will produces a calling of the phone, or it will receive that mobile will receive the call, or you can easily access the internet. Out of range आहे याचा अर्थ काय? There is no electric field reaching to the charge. ओके, मग तुम्ही म्हणाल सर असं कसं? फोन स्विच ऑफ केला तर त्याच्यामध्ये इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड असू शकते. इवन देर इज अ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड and your mobile is totally discharged, no any charge is present in your battery, means your mobile phone is said to be totally discharged. Even that mobile, even the mobile having electric field, if there is no charge, no force, charges नाही आहे तर त्या चार्जवरती काही फोर्स ॲक्ट होणार का ड्यू टू इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड? नो. बट वेन युअर बॅटरी सेट टू बी चार्ज, दॅट चार्ज रिसीव्स द फोर्स फ्रॉम द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, दॅट इज E to E, and the charge is said to be vibrating. It can be circulating through the circuit and it will produces a range to the particular mobile phone. So keep in mind, electric field plays an important role in a mobile communication. That is a major application of the electrical field. So in the 12th standard, okay, we are going to see the basic concepts of this electric field. Two charges are there. This is one charge Q1 plus second charge Q2. Always we know in nature always there is a force of repulsion between two. So force of repulsion or force of attraction between two is given by Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law. What is the force of attraction between two? 1 upon 4 pi upon 0 k Q1 Q2 upon R square. Q1 Q2 upon R square. इतका फोर्स ऑफ अट्रॅक्शन दोन चार्ज मध्ये असेल किंवा फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन दोन चार्ज मध्ये आहे हे कोणी सांगितलं? कुलॉम्स. सो दिस लॉ इज ॲप्लिकेबल इन ऑल द वे. ओके, if there is a positive negative, then there is a force of attraction. If there are positive, there is a force of repulsion. This is the nature symmetry. Okay, so F10, this is the permittivity of free space. Okay, if you put the charge into the liquid, then liquid how much it can permit the charges for force of attraction, force of repulsion, depend upon that medium. Its permittivity will change. Air साठी permittivity वेगळी आहे, फ्री स्पेस साठी permittivity वेगळी आहे, medium साठी वेगळी आहे. What is this K? Dielectric. How much charges can withstand within the medium? That is the indication of this dielectric constant. Later we are going to see what is this dielectric constant in this chapter. Okay, so this is one constant, 1 upon 4 pi upon 0 mu 4 pi upon 0 k. Okay, F is equal to this constant into Q1 Q2 upon R square. This is for light charges. Light charges, light charges means it is for same nature, positive, and Here I should write here. Unlike. Unlike means different charges, and like means same charge. For like charge I can write here Coulomb's law, 1/4π0 q square. Why? q1 is equal to q2 is equal to q, that's why it is q square, when both are having the same charge. That is for like charges. Likes are the same charge, it is said to be a same charge. So this is the Coulomb's law for the force of attraction or force of repulsion between the two charges. Is it clear? Now, electric field, we know electric field is nothing but the force experienced per unit charge. That is the exact definition of the electric field. Now in the 11th standard you have studied different properties of electric field. 11th standard मध्ये तुम्ही इलेक्ट्रिक फील्डच्या डिफरंट प्रॉपर्टीज स्टडी केलेल्या आहात. त्या प्रॉपर्टीज काय आहेत दॅट विल सी. ओके, हियर properties of electric field. See, these are some basic concepts, sir. Okay, actual chapter will start after 2-3 lectures, but if you don't know the basics you are not able to judge the concepts and the calculus part of the chapter. Properties of electric field. Okay, तुम्ही त्याच्यामध्ये I think you did all these properties by heart. Here I can give some shortcuts how to remember electric field properties. It is split ice. It is split ice. So these are the properties. So what are these split ice? That we are going to see one by one. Okay. So the first property, start electric lines of force start from, or electric field starts from positive charge and ends to negative charge. Electric field always starts from positive charge and ends to negative charge. How it is starting from positive charge? Let me see. Always lines of force starts from positive charge and ends to the negative charge. If I consider here a charge, positive charge, and here is said to be negative, so here it is said to be minus q and here it is said to be plus q. Lines of force always starts from positive charge and ends to negative charge. Lines of force starts from positive charge and ends to negative charge. So this could be the direction of lines of force when electric field starts from positive and ends to negative. So these are the lines of force. Lines of force indicates electric field, direction of electric field. Always starts from positive, ends to the negative. Always starts from positive, ends to the negative. This is the first property of electric lines of the force. First property of electric lines of force. Okay. If I place charge here, here is one charge. Can this charge experiences any force of attraction due to this positive charge? No, because due to positive, this charge experiences force of repulsion. So tangent to the curve, आपल्याला माहिती आहे tangent जर अशी असेल, जर कर्व असा असेल आणि याला जर आपण tangent काढली, tangent to the curve always gives what? Direction. Okay, so electric field is moving in this direction. This charge is moving in this direction, means positive charge is placed here. It is not experiences any force of attraction due to this charge. So direction of the charge is like this. That gives direction of electric field. I can write here F upon Q. If I place charge here, is it attracted toward this? No, it is attracted toward this one. So charge is moving in this direction. Whose electric field acting on the charge is said to be E is equal to F by Q. If I place charge here, this experiences force of attraction due to this charge. Okay, so this will be the result direction of the charge. आता याच्यावर बघा, इलेक्ट्रिक लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्सला किंवा इलेक्ट्रिक फील्डला जर टँजेंट काढली, दॅट टँजेंट इंडिकेट्स व्हॉट? एनी टँजेंट. आता इथं पॉईंट घेतला, इथून जर टँजेंट काढली, हे काय सांगतं? टँजेंट टू द कर्व or tangent to the line of force always indicating direction of electric field. म्हणजे electric field या direction साठी moving from positive ends to the negative, moving from positive ends to the negative. So out of the speed signs I have discussed the first property, that is a start from positive charge and ends to the negative charge. Electric lines of force always starts from positive charge and ends to the negative charge. Okay. Now we'll see the second property. What is this P? Perpendicular to surface from which they originate. From which जिथून स्टार्ट झाले, from which they originate. म्हणजेच काय? Have you seen the charge? Charge is said to be spherical, na? Or you may say so charge is rectangular. No, the charge is always said to be spherical in nature. If it is spherical in nature, it is in 3D. Charge is always 3D, not in 2D. Forget about two direction motion. Now this is the all concepts are in a 3D. Charge is always 3D. It is said to be positive charge, na? Okay. Lines of force coming from this charge is like this, in 3 dimension, like this. Okay. Here also, here also. So in 3 dimensions, electric lines of force are emerging from the charge are like this. म्हणजे charge ला त्या lines of force कशा आहेत? Perpendicular. Charge जर तुम्ही हा एरिया घेतला, या एरिया lines of force कशा आहेत? It is said to be perpendicular. So the point from which lines of force start, they are always perpendicular to the surface. मग इथून lines of force start होईल बघा. This line of force is perpendicular to the surface. बघा ना, या surfaceला line of force कशा आहे? Perpendicular. या surfaceला line of force कशा आहे? Is said to be perpendicular. Now we can see the different examples for these lines of force from the point which they start. From the point which they start. I can consider one antenna. Antenna आपल्याला माहिती आहे कसा असतो, जवळपास तो स्फेरिकल शेप असतो किंवा प्लेन शेपच्या फॉर्ममध्ये असतो. सो अँटेना ऑल्सो इमिट्स द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ना. I can consider here a cylindrical antenna. Okay, like this. Positive charges are there on the antenna. Okay. This is a 3-dimensional antenna. तुमच्या घरी जो असतो antenna, that is a 3-dimensional antenna. Emits the charges, emits the electric lines of force. So electric lines of force always perpendicular. इकडे गेली ना, तुमच्या बाजूला या डायरेक्शनला like this. Towards you, perpendicular to your direction. Again this one, again this one, again this one, again this one. Okay, in 3 dimension, electric lines of force are originated or they are going away from the surface and they are normal. Antenna चा surface कसा आहे? असा आहे. त्याला lines कसे आहेत? Normal. म्हणजे surface पासून ज्या lines बाहेर पडतात त्या कशा असतात? Perpendicular. दोघांच्या मध्ये angle कसा असतो? Always 90 degree. The angle between lines of force from the surface they start or they originate is always said to be 90. म्हणजे हा जर तुम्ही पेन घेतला, हा सिलेंडर आहे, इथून असे लाइन ऑफ फोर्स बाहेर येणार आहे. दिस इज लाइन ऑफ फोर्स कमिंग आउट फ्रॉम द पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज. लाइन ऑफ फोर्स, लाइन ऑफ फोर्स, लाइन ऑफ फोर्स. म्हणजे हा सरफेस आहे, याला लाइन ऑफ फोर्स कशा आहेत? परपेंडिकुलर. ओके. सो सेकंड प्रॉपर्टी, परपेंडिकुलर टू द सरफेस फ्रॉम व्हिच दे ओरिजिनेट. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ दिस cylinder, I can consider a plane sheet. I can consider a plane sheet. If this is the plane sheet, असे चार्जेस आहेत. इलेक्ट्रिक लाइन ऑफ फोर्स कशा बाहेर पडल्या? अशा बाहेर पडल्या. गिव्स डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. लाइन ऑफ फोर्स अशा बाहेर पडल्या. हियर ऑल्सो ही वन साइड झाली, याची बॅक साइड न लाइन्स कशा बाहेर पडल्या? अशा बाहेर पडल्या. फ्रॉम द बॅक साइड. So the point from which they originate, this is again perpendicular to the surface. म्हणजे जर असा सरफेस घेतला, इथून लाईन बाहेर पडल्या म्हणजे ह्या लाईन कशा आहेत, त्या सरफेसला परपेंडिक्युलर आहेत, या लाईन्स कशा आहेत त्या सरफेसला परपेंडिक्युलर. सो कीप इन माइंड ऑलवेज लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्स ओरिजिनेट फ्रॉम द पॉइंट, ऑलवेज दे आर परपेंडिक्युलर अँड अँगल बिटवीन द सरफेस अँड these lines of force always have to be a 90. दिस इज 2 डायमेन्शन, दिस इज सिलेंडर. आता चार्ज जर घेतला तर चार्ज कुठे असतो, 3D मध्ये असतो ना, चार्ज 2D मध्ये असतो, चार्ज ऑलवेज 3D. सो व्हेनेवर लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्स कमिंग आउट ऑफ द चार्ज इन योर डायरेक्शन लाइक दिस, ऑलवेज इलेक्ट्रिक लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्स आर ओरिजिनेट. मी एक पॉईंट घेतो, एका पॉईंटला कशा आहेत त्या परपेंडिक्युलर आहे. मग तुम्ही 3D मध्ये जर इमॅजिन केला फुटबॉलचा जो प्रत्येक पॅच असतो ब्लॅक अँड व्हाईट, प्रत्येक पॅचमध्ये तुम्ही जर टॅन्जंट काढला किंवा नॉर्मल काढला, दॅट नॉर्मल इंडिकेट्स डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. मग ती इलेक्ट्रिक फील्डची डायरेक्शन त्या सरफेसची कशी आहे, ऑलवेज परपेंडिक्युलर. सो ऑलवेज डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्स मीन्स इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ऑलवेज परपेंडिक्युलर टू द पॉइंट फ्रॉम which they say to be originate. Okay, so these are the 2 important properties of electric lines of force. Next properties we can see in the next lecture. Thank you.